Hello, and welcome to Making the Swarm Part 6. I finally got an intro right. That's the first time that's ever happened in this entire series. But, talking of the series as a whole, it's coming towards the end of it. And I've only got like 1 or 2 more episodes to go, if that. So, it will be done by the end of the year. I can tell you that. It will be done by the end of the year. Of course, if you haven't really realised, I am going by kind of a upload schedule type thing where I make 2 theme park related videos and then Planet Coaster, which obviously sometimes I cannot stick to that because I'm never good with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've tried to. So yeah, I should be able to finish the Swarm by the end of the year and release the POV as soon as I possibly can. But this episode is a bit random. Obviously, I had some type of structure to every single episode. Like, I knew what I was doing each time. Like, one of the episodes I did, like, the helicopter and the plane or whatnot. This episode, I work on the bridge that takes you to Swarm Island. I work on the pathway just before that bridge. And then I go all the way over and work elsewhere, trying to build a building that actually you go through whilst you're on the ride before the inline twist, which is towards the end of the ride, going into the mid-course. It's not really a mid-course brake run, is it? It's like the end of the ride, but it's not. It was a bit weirdly placed, but you know, it's a brake run and it goes into that, and just before that there's the building that obviously you'll see in a few minutes. But anyway, as you know, every single time I do one of these episodes I literally just talk about random stuff that's happened. Like, I've talked about Icon about 700 times in the space of a month, and I'm here to do that again. No, I'm not talking about Icon. I just wanted to say thanks everyone for the support on the channel and just in general on the videos. It does mean a lot. I know I keep saying this, but it does mean a lot to me. Some of the videos have done really well, and as I said, I'd like to thank everyone for that. Now that bit's over, what can I say about what's happened over the past few weeks since the last episode went out about a month back? Well, I went to Port Ventura. I ain't been there in 2 years, and my 2 top coasters are there. So I wanted to get as many rides in as possible when I was there. Obviously, if you don't know what my 2 top coasters are, it has changed a bit, actually. But it is Red Force and Shambhala, the 2 rides that are literally right next door from each other. So, yeah, I went on Red Force 6 times and did Shambhala 12 times in total. And I'll just say that one of the rides I had on Shambhala at night in the back row was one of the best I've ever had in my life. So, I think you can tell from that what my new top coaster is. But we'll move on because that's for another video at the end of the year. I've got a lot planned for the closed season, so hopefully I can still make videos without being drained from not going to parks. But hopefully it all goes well. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm saying. But I've got some plans for videos to make in the closed season. I know that's very distant. It's like a month and a half away. Jeez, that's come quick. Friday Nights is literally next week. No, this week. Oh my god, I'm messing up. But Friday Nights is literally this week. I'm recording this on Monday, and on Friday is it Thursday the previews? I don't know. Thursday's the preview, and then it starts on Saturday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. But yeah, Friday Nights is starting at Thorpe Park. It looks to be a great event. Obviously, you've got Platform 15, which is returning. Doesn't look that different from last year, but I couldn't care less because it's a really good maze. Blair Witch has been extended. Do or Die is different, all that kind of stuff, and then Creek Freak Massacre. If you want to see more about all the Fright Night stuff, you can check the link in the top right, where it will take you to a video where I take you through all the construction that I saw whilst I was there on Saturday. On a Saturday, there you go. But some stuff has changed since then. Like, I'll say I do mention that Do or Die's bus isn't there, so it's going to be changed. The bus is there now, funnily enough. The day after I upload the video, the bus is there. I'm just not very good with just timing in general, to be fair, because instantly after that went out, the bust was there when I said it wouldn't be. And there's been other videos where I've said, oh, it's not, the announcement's not let, like I can't speak, not yet released, and then it releases the next day. So I'm just not very good with timing. But yeah, subject change, we're building the queue line. You can probably see, if you've been watching this whole series, which you can check out a full playlist in the description and in the top right. I'm full of plugs today, Jesus Christ. But you may remember, I didn't build this, so you don't remember me build. Yeah, whatever. I didn't build the queue line in an episode, and if you did see, when I did the overview, I did mention that I haven't built most things now on camera, and some of it I've done off camera. So most of the queue line I did off camera, most of the station building I've done off camera, and it's just all the tedious stuff though. It's like placing fences down. I know you could argue that I'm doing it right now, but I needed to show a bit of it to show that I'm actually built it, not just put it all together instantly. But that wouldn't even work on. I'm full of just, I don't know what I'm saying half the time. As you can see, little overview shot there, and it goes back to the queue line. Yeah, you can just tell that I haven't watched through this footage again since I've put this into my editing software. But there you go. And yeah, nothing else has really gone on. I went to Thorpe Park, as I said in the construction update, for Fright Nights, and I got to ride Stealth again, which was great because I haven't been on that in ages. It's been a while since I went on that, to be fair. I think last time I went on it was before it broke, and then I've only just ridden it after it broke and reopened. It's a good ride, although I remember it, it's going to sound like I'm saying it's bad now, but I remember it being a lot better, but it doesn't help the fact that the week before I went on Red Force, so that, yeah, that doesn't help, because the launch is like 10 times as long, maybe not that far, but it's way longer, so I literally got to the end of that launch, and I was just like, because I was on third row for my first ride back on it, I think, and I was on third row, and I was just like, oh, that launch was over very quickly, but it's because I was used to going on Red Force, because I'd only just got back from Port Ventura, and I do recommend going to Port Ventura if you've never been there before. It's such a good park, and it's definitely one of my favourites, if not my favourite park that I've ever been to. The rides there, some of them are better than others. Furious Baco gets way too much hate. I quite like that ride, and in general I just really love the atmosphere of the park and everything. But this is a Swarm episode, not a Portaventura review, because if it were that, which I'm tempted to do in the future, but I probably won't end up doing it, then this isn't the place to do it. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Anyway, as you can see, I'm building it's kind of a head chopper element. You go through this building, it's right next to the queue line, and it does house the stairwell to the extension queue, which I do build, well, will build in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. And as you can see, adding some details on over there. The details on these buildings are they're just generic all over. It's literally just rough brick wall, a few rocks, and that icing. It is icing, yes, it's gingerbread house icing, but if you colour it right, it does look quite nice on the side of walls when you blend it in properly, so I recommend doing that if you do build creations on Planet Coaster. As you can see, putting in this wooden kind of wall. I'm not really sure what they tried to pull off with this building. If you have any idea, then leave what it was in the comments, I guess, but I'm not really sure what this building was for, I guess. I know it was to house the stairwell to the extension queue, but other than that, there's a lot of empty space in there, other than the exit, but that's right underneath the stairwell. So I'm guessing it was just a head chopper. I don't really know. But yeah, there's nothing else I can really talk about, I guess. I guess I could say Fright Nights coming up. I will be attending, and I'll be going on the Saturday. It starts. I know it's going to be packed that day, full of enthusiasts who want to go on Creek Freak Massacre, but I want to as well. But I will be there. on that day. So if you're there and you see me, come say hi, I guess. I'll be posting updates on Twitter and whatnot. I am tempted to do a Fright Nights 2019 review when I've actually done all the mazes, and, well, that may come in the future. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode of Making of the Swarm. If you did, you can subscribe to the channel, and if you want to check out the other episodes in this series, you can in the top right and in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode, whenever that may be, or even the next video. Goodbye.